Hello everyone, welcome to another King of the Nerds commentary. The last one I did was on the first episode, and a lot has happened between then and now, and I made one last week in this kind of format, but I didn't post it. But this one I'm pretty confident about because I just watched the episode, walked upstairs, and am still pissed about Colby getting kicked out. But we'll get to it. Not kicked out, eliminated. Okay, so we're going to jump into this. These are my notes. There's going to be typos in it. But hey, yeah, okay. Jonathan hair is wet. All of their hair is wet when they're walking in. And I remember last week's one was the slime challenge where there was no water involved. So that I just found that weird. Jonathan just walked in and his hair's all wet. I'm like trying to string it all together there. Early on in the episode, there's a bullying thing. And I like that, because that needs to be recognized with nerds in society. So I'm glad they kind of talked about it. I don't think how Colby's feeling is in any way, shape, or form connected to bullying, though. Maybe because they're not really excluding him or anything. He's welcome to join. But I'm glad they add that in this episode. And I just noticed, I'm sorry that this is in Calibri. Favorite font is Arial, size 14. Boom. Okay, there we go. That's more pleasing to look at. Okay, next one. Smash is the team I like more. Yeah, you see in the first one I mentioned that I like Amanda. I still do. And I also like Colby. And Jonathan. I had called him the politics guy, even though he broke up the politics. But from that point where he broke it up, he was a politics guy, and that's the team I like more. Even though they're down 3-4, and this coming nerd off, I feel like it's pretty equal because they have equal spread of talents, and they're 3 strong players, all on that side. Amanda, because murder is fun. I love that quote. That's my quote of the episode so far. Oh, I want to talk about how they got rid of the exit speeches, and those were some of my favorite parts. My favorite exit speech, by the way, is Ivan's. It still resonates in me a little. Sorry, there's pitch perfect in the next room, so you're gonna hear that. Okay, next one. I took a forensic course. Oh yeah, okay. Read this. I took a forensics course in high school. This is one of theirs. I took a forensics course in high school. I'm a pro at this. Except when the nerd off was geometry, Jonathan's Smash group, they weren't able to do it. So that kind of, I've done it in high school and I have experience. It didn't work with geometry because we couldn't do it. They make their nerd off easy to follow. Yeah, I like that. I think that's good. You don't even though I'm a nerd, you don't really need to be a nerd to watch King of the Nerds. Also, you don't need to be extremely smart to follow along with it, because they basically map it out, even though I kind of already know what's happening just by looking. I liked how they had the visuals on the screen with the iPads and all that. Okay, what's next? Why does Jonathan want to prove himself? Yeah, that's a question at hand. Why does Jonathan want to vote himself in and beat Colby? Maybe if it was a math challenge and you thought you were doing better than him, but you just want to prove yourself. And I would love to ask him that question. If there's one question that from coming to this episode, I think one of the top ones would be, why does Jonathan want to prove himself? Next up, Lily is the MVP because she guessed it right. Great job, Lily. It was weird how Lily's the one who mentioned it, because I don't know, it's I didn't expect it, and then I was like, yeah, that's definitely something they would do. When it's Greek and Roman theme, how it's they have to study all that mythology and whatnot for the nerd off. I didn't see it coming, and she got that before me, and it really surprised me. So Lily, you get the MVP for this episode. Great job. Also, I'm doing predictions at the end, like the first episode. I would want to be Amanda and not go into the nerd off. So this was before the nerd off, and I thought they hadn't even discussed that she might go in because she knows about horror movies. The stars kind of aligned in this episode. Not for Colby though. Like, but that was a good choice on her. We're gonna get down to the nerd off later and see what I think about it. But first off, so that was amazing by Lily. Like, great job on you. I've already said that. Colby pushes me to study harder. Okay, whenever he goes on the nerd off, it's 3 times. It's always like, Colby's this Jeopardy champion, and he's gonna be able to he's this Jeopardy champion, and he's good at studying. Even though I'm good at this subject, Colby still has a chance, which is true. And it's kind of like that's smart, picking 100 top movies on IMDb and then just rolling through them all and learning a little about everything. I kind of applied that to a Euro test because I was rushing in on it. I was sick for a week. Starting last Friday, I was sick and I missed a lot, and now I'm making up everything. If you're wondering what I'm looking at over there, it's these plants I got, and I wanted to mention them sometime in this episode. My birthday's on Monday, and I was just like, hey, these are $3 each. This is called a fudge, I forget it. Oh, it needs watering. I don't know what that one's called. This one's called a hobbit plant. Yeah. Jade hobbit plant. And then my last one's right here. I have 3 of them and they just sit there. Barely have to water them. Alright, just wanted to mention that. That was pretty cool. Okay, back to Nerds. Yeah. Cricket bat was my zombie survival weapon as a kid, but now it's a katana. Yeah, if I had a melee weapon, I'd pick a katana, but when I was a kid, I had a cricket bat, and that was definitely my zombie weapon. But I think it would be cool if all the nerds, there's like a display of things. There's like an axe, there's a hammer, there's a cricket bat, there's a katana, there's an axe, and see what nerds pick what, and like just see Colby go up, pick a axe or a sledgehammer and just chop off a zombie's head. That brings me to the slow motion. I'm gonna come back to that. The slow motion. I like that. In last episode with My Little Pony, this one was bashing the zombies' heads open. The thing that really irritated me was the chance factor in the nerd off with the points. Like, I didn't understand that, and I kind of don't like that. I've made this whole thing still mad that Colby's gone. He's definitely one of the best players there, and he lost. Okay, so predictions. What do I think? I honestly think from episode 1 I had predictions for Colby. The thing is, he's a strong player, so he got targeted off, and it was only a matter of time. He's gonna keep voted in and lose eventually. I kind of suspected that was gonna happen with Caitlyn or Colby or both of them, and it happened with Colby. So that was right. Take my word on it. I might be like, oh, I predicted it, but I don't know. So going forward, I think Ben's gonna fly under the radar. I think Caitlyn's gonna be like a Jack. And I would see Caitlyn going to the final. But I think people like Jonathan, Amanda, I think Lily will last far and Ben will. And I think, okay, so who I think will win right now, Rachel, Caitlyn, Michelle Caitlin, and who I want to Amanda. So those are two I think, and then one who I really want. All the nerds left I like. So yeah, it's not like the episodes are gonna get more dull for me or less exciting. I like this series in general, but I'm gonna keep watching though. I still like all the nerds left. Anything else? Anything else? Things I need to talk about. Okay, also, I got a 2nd-degree burn on my hand yesterday. So yeah, I'm dealing with that and writing with that. I took an accounting transaction test, and it hurt like hell. I have 3rd-degree and 2nd-degree burns on my hand. That sucks. Oh, I'm thinking about making a podcast soon. Yeah, I have some good stories. I want to get my friend on and tell a really funny story about a kid getting peed on his shoe in the bathroom. Gosh, it sounds terrible and it is terrible. It wasn't me. But yeah, I want to put up a podcast. I've just been busy. I have to recover from that week I had off. I say it's a week, but it was a 4-day week from President's Day, and I was sick all those days. So yeah, that's what's going up. What I thought about this episode, I liked it. It was great. I'm also sad that Leonard Nimoy died. So yeah. Sorry I wasn't super energetic. Hopefully this gets out to you if you see it. Make sure to check out my Twitter, Ludus Gaming X. I've been Sebi, and I'll let you guys go. See you all later. Cheers.